Welcome back to Civilization 5 with me, Daniel, OnionGray64, or Civil Onion based upon how you know me. And you may be able to tell by my voice, but I have a cold. Everybody pity me. No, I'm kidding. But if I sound a little bit on the nasal side, that is why. We're in a ring map, and to our west we have the Zulu. To the south we have Rome. And to the east we have Venice. Remember, the civilization that can't make new cities. So what we're going to be doing is utilising that and expanding towards our east. However, we do have to make sure that we don't end up with the Zulu right on our doorstep, having stolen all of our land to the west. So that is where we're going first, I believe. We're actually in a situation in this game where we've got two really big warmongers and one not so much. I'm feeling reasonably confident that we'll be okay in what we're doing, but we're going to have to be a little bit careful. If you keep hearing slightly weird noise like this though, it's because I don't have my old-fashioned baking tray. You may ask, why on earth do you use a baking tray in the first place? Civilization 5 is quite a resource-heavy game, and as a result, the laptop I'm using produces quite a lot of heat. Now naturally, if we're producing quite a lot of heat, that's not going to help the performance, and we don't want the laptop overheating, so I put it on a baking tray. I'm using a different one today because, rather than being in the UK, I am doing these videos from Canada, Indeed, maple syrup, blue jays, etc, etc. But yeah, we're in Canada now, or I am at the very least. You're probably not if you're watching this. Odds are you're from the United States of America. But nevertheless, I am now recording from Canada, here visiting and being with family. Because we're all about the family. We're all about taking out this barbarian. I'm also using a different mouse mat, and what it means is that I'm sliding about like a any platform professional on ice physics, and as a consequence I keep missing the button I'm trying to click. Let's hope it doesn't lead to a horrible misclick, huh? Yes. Now anyway, we've beaten up that barbarian, and to be honest, around here, not too bothered what's there yet, because we're not going over for there anytime soon. What we're going to do instead is move our units back to heal more quickly in our towns, because within our borders they heal twice as quickly. We're building the Hanging Gardens in our capital, which is all about extra food. We're trying to build Petra in Krakow, which is all about improving the desert tiles, of which we have an oasis and a plain desert tile. So, very good for both cities to have those respected wonders. Whether we'll get them in time though, who knows? Nobody knows. What we do know though is that once our units have healed, see, there's part of the cold, nearly choked on my own throat. Once we have everything set up and ready to go, healed and prepared, we'll be sending them off to the west again to make sure nothing to do with shenanigans is going on. Because we don't want shenanigans. At least we have the saving grace that we don't have to worry about anything coming from the east anytime soon, in theory. Trireme has occurred near Warsaw, which probably means there's an encampment down here by the wine, or the one closer towards the Zulu. Probably the latter, I would guess. If money was on it, that is what I would guess. Oh yeah, that second wheat is also on desert, so we will be improving that with Petra also. The world's most wonderful people, occasionally random great people, in this case Pythagoras, will make up a statistic, so it could be how strong people are, how much food empires have, something like that, and you'll get a time like this in a leaderboard. And in this example, it's the most wonderful people, the people that have built the most wonders. Augustus Caesar's built one, we've actually doubled that, and the other two haven't built squat. Knowing our luck though, they'll both be trying to build the wonders that we want. But yes, we now have a farm for that wheat. what we're going to do is prepare the other wheat. It will be a rubbish tile if we don't get Petra, but I'm optimistic we'll get Petra. The AI doesn't tend to prioritise that wonder very quickly. It does like the hanging gardens though, which is why I went so quickly towards it. Just checking that the tiles that were being worked were indeed the correct tiles. You can leave that up to the AI if you are so inclined, but that's not hugely recommended. A lot more recommended than it is in Civilization 4, where the AI appears to be on permanent retardation pills, but in this game it's still ideal to do most of the settings yourself. There we go, construct that. I'm actually curious if there is an encampment down here, because surely Venice would have taken the encampment out with his warrior by now otherwise. It might be. Might have a quick check. No, it's not there. I'm not even convinced they can spawn on luxury resources, but I thought I would check. For a map this small, there's quite a lot of iron on it, so there is a lot of potential for war. And there we go, right on cue, that's where the encampment is. There's a lot of potential for war here. The only thing that really sucks is that Shaka Zulu's unique unit, a really good unique unit as it happens, does not require iron. In fact, it doesn't require any resources whatsoever. So we're going to have to be very careful with that. There's another cool thing about his unique unit. I'll show you when we get to that stage. Where on earth did that come from? He's going to pillage my incense, isn't he? Ugh. Game! I don't have the gold either to sort that out. Oh, yeah, he did pillage it, but he pillaged the wine, which is still annoying, but not as annoying because we have two of those rather than just the one. Ah, silly barbarians. Can we get gold off anybody? They're all neutral to us, so they won't befriend us yet, which is a shame. Because it's a special shame because two of the three empires have a lot of money. Ah, never mind. He's probably going to ruin the incense. Oh no, the horses. That's not as bad. Not having horses isn't quite as big a disaster. As it happens, he's got access to iron. He has access to iron. 2 sets of iron, in fact. Oh great, everyone has access to iron, so I might as well. Can I trade some away? I'll only be able to do it to Shaka, presumably. Will this work? Oh, that's harsh. Oh wow. Oh heavens no. Oh hell no. I'm not doing that. That is an absolutely terrible deal. Ah, that guy is going to go around and ruining everything. Luckily though, we've got a couple of workers, so we can go back and fix this not too distant future. The only thing that's frustrating is that he's pillaging things that provide me with gold. So my gold per turn is dropping. Guy, you don't have to break everything. It's not mandatory to break everything, honest. I'm going to have to temporarily borrow this tile so that my city doesn't starve. That's a bit annoying. Right, so we just got construction. Now what do we want? I wouldn't normally go this route. It's tempting to go for ironworking. Why? Because we're on a map with very aggressive people. And having swordsmen would make it very, very good for my defence. However, philosophy is generally the path I prefer to go. Why? The Oracle is a lovely wonder. The National College is a lovely wonder. I've not got so much love for the temple now. What we're going to do though, I think, is... Ooh, it's a tough choice. We're going to try and get to civil service because, on the defence at the very least, pikes are very useful. The chicken itzer is a lovely, lovely wonder to have. And we can get more food from it, albeit our situation at the moment dictates we won't actually get that huge a bonus off civil service for food, but we'll get some. And by the time we get to civil service, we'll probably have more food opportunities, so that's what we're going to do. Take that out. We can nearly afford another unit, but not quite yet. Really, guy? You didn't use the common stuff. That's why you don't let the AI make any decision for you.
I think that if ever a mortal...
Got the hanging garden though, which is food. If you ever wanted to know why I've just said how dumb the AI is, that is precisely why. There's more barbs there, so I'm going to have to run back here. Dear, they are dumb sometimes. Like, really dumb. What do we want to build in our capital? Probably want to build a... Ooh, what do we want to build? What do we want to build? We'll get a watermill in there. Can we buy a unit? We can. We can buy a warrior, so we'll do that. And try and pursue the damaged warrior down. Because he's going to run away with our worker, you see. And we don't want that. I can't believe how aggressive. I haven't got anything on to make the barbarians more aggressive on this map compared to normal. It's just how they're being. Right, I've got that worker back. I also don't want to work that anymore. I want to get it back up here. We don't want this starving, so do that. Okay. Again, that wasn't ideal, but what are you going to do? If I put the worker there, it can steal it, but... I'm going to try and bait the horse to take that worker, because I don't want it destroying more of my tiles. Because that barbarian warrior's already done a number on them. Will he take the bait? No, is the answer. But he's not actually done anything else destructive, so... Not going to complain too much. You get that road in. Put that there. Start repairing things as soon as possible. What do we need to repair first? Probably the incense. We can upgrade that archer once we've got enough money, but as you may guess by the fact we have 2 gold, we don't have enough money for such things. And everybody is still neutral with us. If I was to declare war on one of them, for example, obviously they wouldn't be very pleased by that, and they may go to a guarded or a hostile situation. But right now we're trying to have as many friends as we can, because it makes the game easier. Going to fortify there, because the horse to attack us would have to cross a river. And that would give it an attack penalty of 20%. Yes, repair. Tiles, when they have been plundered, don't react in any way other. They react in the same way as if they were unimproved to begin with. So naturally, you don't want them in this state. As it happens, the barbarians that took the tiles and pillaged them will have gained some financial aid off doing so. The amount varies based upon how long the tile improvement has been there for. What I do know, though, is that there are probably 2 barbarian encampments on our eastern doorstep, so we better have a look for them. We're going to collect the experience by attacking that. Sure, we could have attacked it with the city and taken no damage, but it was better to collect the free experience pretty much from attacking.